All right. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Marakako Dash, the belongs to the apostle of the great millstone. And salute on see brothers out there preaching his word, sincerity, and truth. All right, I got this article here from Zero Hedge, which is a good alternative news website. All right. Um, the article reads: Next financial crisis is fast approaching. All right. Which is basically, you know, the elites are the elites want this reset and and they want to hyperinflate the U.S. dollar. Not just the U.S. dollar, all the other currencies that's have paper money in other nations. All right, like the British pound, the euro, the won, the yen. All right. So this is the next step in their agenda. All right, so to get rid of cash and put all your finances, all right, or currency, digital. Okay. Said the next financial crisis fast approaching. The Biden administration has yet to take office, but is already has a major problem on its hands. That problem is the U.S. dollar. The greenback has declined over 13% since March 2020. That's a significant decline to begin with. However, what's particularly concerned is the fact that the U.S. dollar, which the dollar is a debt-based note, all right? It's a debt-based system. The U.S. dollar continues to plunge without overstaging a significant rally. Put it another way, this decline is occurring with little, if any, breaks. All right. You see these charts, you know. This is the dollar index. It reached up to 100, 103, and went down. And what in April 20, April 2020 was up to 103 and went down to 90, well below 90 in October, November. So if it goes down to 70%, well, when it goes down to 70%, or not 70%, but 70 on the U.S. index, your all your your food prices, you know, uh, gas, all that's gonna be skyrocketing and be more expensive. All right, because the purchasing power of your dollar is decreasing. All right, it's not the particular product that's increasing in value. It's your dollar that's decreasing in value. All right. We are currently seeing a dead count bounce. All right. Supported red line in the chart below. However, once we take out that line, and we will soon reverse, we're in very serious trouble. All right. Basic dead cat bounce will be like, decline like that, and it bounces up for a period, and it goes back down. All right, that's a dead cat bounce. All right, when it bounces up and then it goes back down. Like the U.S. stock market. All right, that's like in a dead cat bounce because it crashed, I believe, uh, over 40%, over 50%, something like that, back in late March, early April, 2020. Now it skyrocketed past his past highs, and that's a dead cat bounce. All right. So once this financial crisis get underway, the stock market is gonna go crash. Shit, the analysis is saying over 80%. but I don't think it's gonna go over 80% because the Fed is gonna buy a lot of stocks to keep that that stock market from crashing that low. All right. Below this level, there are two lines supported left for the U.S. dollar support established during 2012-2014 debt crisis in Europe, supported established by the 2008 crisis. Put it another way, the only time in history that the U.S. dollar fell uh, to these levels was when a major black swan event was taking place in the global financial system. Well, it was a black swan event. Was it January 6th, the attack on the Capitol? The stock market didn't go nowhere. So it has to be something that's very, very tumultuous to get that stock market out. Because, it's really, the elites are not ready to switch over yet. All right. So I think they're waiting for this guy Biden to get in office first before they start to switch everything over and hyperflate the dollar and make everything put all the finances on digital. All right, but before then, everything gotta basically be in a crisis mode. All right. Um, Anything below these levels, we are talking about all-time lows here for the greenback. Think of U.S. dollar crash. Bear in mind, this is the situation before the Biden administration implements its intended $2 trillion stimulus. All right, program along with its $2 trillion infrastructure, and the more currency they print, it lowers the value of the dollar. All right, which they're trying to get rid of the dollar, so they're gonna print more and more. All right, and they and they use this pandemic to be the purpose of the switching of the financial system. All right, the reset, which the ultimate agenda for the elites to pass is the RFID microchip. So you can't. So they have to get rid of the paper currency first before they transition, all right, to the digital system, which the RFID microchip mark of the beast is on a digital system. All right. So this has to happen first, man. All right. Um, Throw in various climate charge reparations and other social spending programs that Biden and his allies have been talking about, and you've got the makings of an inflationary storm. There we go. All right, so hedges like gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. That's a hedge from the U.S. dollar. All right, and a lot of Israelites don't know anything about real money or a hedge. All right, from this hyperinflation we're about to experience. All right, you do a lot of should do research on what's going on in Venezuela and research on the Weimar Republic in Germany. I believe that was back in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken. On hyperinflation, and you can see what climate is about to come forth here in America. All right. This is Zephaniah 1 and 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktes, for all the merchant people were cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. All right, Maktes was an ancient Phoenician city that was they had the stock, they had their own personal stock markets, trading, buy, selling, trading, you know, and the Lord brought them down, crashed their markets. All right. So the Lord's gonna crash these markets. All right. Uh, what's the word how mean? to howl, wail, make howling. All right, they're mourning. All right, so the Lord's gonna crash this place, man. Here in America, man. Like I said before, the analysis are calling for an 80% crash. All right, 80% from what was it, 31,000 Dow Jones Index, well, all the way down to like 18,000 index. All those people that put the money in the stock market, they're gonna lose it. All right, but it's gonna go back up because they're gonna be printing more and more money. But your the U.S. dollar is gonna be less valuable though. All right, this is a Habakkuk. Actually, let me bring this up real quick. So this is why they need a debt reset. Oop. This is US debtclock.org. All right, you see on the 27.8 trillion. All right, and counting of U.S. national debt. You may ask yourself, who is America, you know, in debt to the elite bankers? Debt per citizen. So every citizen in America is $84,000 in debt. Every taxpayer, which you have a job and you pay taxes, or you have a business so you pay taxes, you $222,000 in debt to the elite bankers. All right, and right here they do the math and they come up with the dollar ratio to these different assets. So dollar to oil ratio now supposed to be $119. So you can imagine how much a gallon of gas would be at $119. You're looking at probably maybe $4, $5, $6 gas a gallon. The today because these markets are manipulated. But when it comes to, you know, when the Lord turned the light on, you know, basically to get rid of the manipulation, that's supposed to be 119. But now it's in the manipulated markets, the oil price is $52 a gallon. All right, so that's all out of whack. The dollar to gold ratio, dollar to silver ratio is $4,700. But in manipulated markets, it's $25. So that's all out of whack. Dollar to gold ratio, 34,000. Manipulated markets, $1,800. So it's all out of whack. All right. So this reset, all right, supposed to, basically, how could I say, bring light to the weakening dollar. All right, because the dollar is weak. It's just the the population has to realize the dollar is weak, and also the elites have to reset this current system. All right. Habakkuk 2:6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. You look up that word thick clay, it goes into the Hebrew word batyap, which means weight of pledges, heavy debt. Okay? Heavy debt. And you can see the debt. That's heavy debt. Ain't no way you can pay that back. All right? Ain't no way you can pay that back. So this place has to be it has to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed, but first there's gonna be a reset, and majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you're gonna be caught up in this reset, and you ain't got your how about Shem Shah giving you the knowledge to look into things like this, history of the financial the economy and how to hedge yourself on gold and silver. All right, which that's the most highest money, man. Majority of so-called Negroes, Latinos don't understand that, and that's where it comes. During this reset, that's when it comes. In the Book of Lamentations and with a great famine, and the starvation, the cannibalism. That's where that comes in. All right, this great reset is going to be uh, very destructive to the majority of American people, especially the Israelite man, woman, and child. All right, you're part of the 2/3. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Um, yeah, they gonna crash this system, man, and I believe they're waiting for Biden to get in office to do that. All right, Shalom.